We live. Football, Sunday night. It's official. Tampa Bay and the Saints is giving them all the smoke that they want. Tom Brady, Shaky B, you ain't looking too spicy today, boy. Listen, we here, man. The McKenzie Report, Chop King TV, the Merciful, we in here. Sunday Night Football. What it do, big fella?
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing today?
Yeah, man.
Tom Brady's having his difficulties. Looks like the Saints got their number, man. Sometimes, certain teams face each other all the time, and they just have their numbers. Secondary is the Saints always light up when they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially Latimer against Mike Evans. They always frustrate Mike Evans no matter what. And now they already knocked out Godwin, it looks like. So it's down to Gronkowski. If Gronkowski can't make it happen, then there's going to be a problem. So they're getting pressure on Brady all day long. They already sacked him 2-3 times, I think. And they keep coming now with the score 6-0.
Listen, it's serious right now.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they wasn't going for them fourth downs and they was going for the field goals, because you can't count this dude out. He's the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I understand that some people don't think, hey, you can't beat Tom Brady. Certain people you just can't beat with field goals. Tom Brady's one of them. Right. Pat Mahomes, we saw that Thursday night, right? That's why the Chargers kept going for the fourth downs. You can't beat Pat Mahomes, but the game would have been overtime. It tied up, went into overtime. If you had kicked that field goal, you would have won the game. So I can't really agree with that guy right there.
Right.
And the
my thing is, do not go for them points. If you can't get 7, get the 3.
Right. So, I mean, his logic made sense. We needed as many sevens as possible.
Right.
But in actuality, you ended up going to overtime. You would have been up 11 instead of going to overtime. So
exactly.
I'm not agreeing with all the analytics and the boastful John Madden go for it on fourth down type of attitude and stuff. So leave that for Madden. That's why they play Madden. They can't make Madden reality.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that, but it is what it is. But it's getting kind of serious, man, because a lot of people don't want to go, a lot of people don't want to stay, but a lot of people want to go forward. But it's getting kind of serious because these guys are the Cardinals, biggest shock of the day, really, right? Where'd that come from? I'm a little bit shocked, but then I'm not rather shocked that I'm a little bit
Lions, though?
The Giants? Yeah, Detroit. The Lions are serious. If you look at the Lions, they've been playing everybody tough. They've been losing at one particular point in the time. They'll mess up and then end the game, but at the same time, they've been competitive, though. And they just happen to not go their way.
They shook Arizona's whole program up.
Well, it was nothing to do. I told you they got Christian Kirk, Ronald Moore, and A.J. Green. I mean, A.J. Green's not really, he's left Cincinnati for a reason. Without DeAndre Hopkins, they're kind of thin, really. Right. And if you get them in third and long, especially Kyler Murray, you put them in third and long, that's not a good look for y'all.
Not at all.
Good look at all.
Not at all.
So they're trying their best, they're doing their best, and they're trying to make their best, but it ain't working, and it's not working the way it should be. So maybe the Cardinals aren't exactly what we expected them to be. And now that they play in the tougher competition, maybe they can't really deal with the tougher competition. Well, I don't think the Lions this year was a tougher competition.
No, not at all.
They had to bounce back after that Packers loss, so they didn't do that at all today. So we'll have to see what's going on, because now they feel the pressure that they have to win to try to get the home field advantage back.
Right.
And, the Packers ain't giving that up. Packers were down 14-0, I believe, at one point, but they came and stormed all the way back, 31-30. And win in overtime. They got, the Ravens messed up on the last play, it looks like. But, this is the playoffs that within the playoffs before the playoffs start. So a lot of people are going to try to figure out who they do. They want to beat the teams that they're not used to playing. They want to beat the teams that they are used to playing all the time, and the teams that used to be playing you, they're going to try to get you, knock you out of your position, really, whatever position you trying to go. So it's what it is. So look at the Jets. The Jets said, hey, the heck with it. We going to do what we do because we know the Dolphins. We just going to make it happen.
We know, we know what they all about.
Right. We know what they're all about. So a lot of these, Vegas came with these crazy spreads that everybody's going to win by 10, win by 8, win by 14, blah, blah, blah. The Saints ain't having it. Well, Saints were supposed to be blown away by 10, 14 points. It's 6-0 Saints right now.
It's 6-0. Their defense is playing out
over their heads. And they're on the road doing it. So imagine that. So, they're really playing above on their own, just got really the 22 of them, and they're playing above their heads, really. And it's good. It's good. I mean, I'm not a big Tavon fan, but, he's making it happen. The quarterback's definitely making it happen, and Taysom Hill's making it happen when he comes in, too. So it's that kind of way. It's December, we ain't going nowhere, but you know what? We're gonna make sure you put you in a bad position too, as best as we can.
R.I.P. to my Giants.
Yeah, we can hand them your golf certificates right now and the fishing certificates. That's it. That's enough. And they didn't try. They chatted, but Saquon tried, but it was the Dallas, and it was just not. It's just too many injuries, one after the other. Nobody, if you got so many injuries, not enough people playing together. By now, you should have some form of continuity. Exactly. You know what it is. They know what you're doing. If I call this play, I know exactly where you're going to be at in case I got a blitz or something. By now, it was just too many injuries. Now, without Daniel Jones, even worse, because Mike Glennon don't have no clue. He looks bad. And then this guy, Jake from State Farm, I call him. I'd rather do the dude who's in the State Farm commercials than Jake Fromm because it's looking horrible. They're looking horrible and embarrassing me. I hope they don't have another national television game, hopefully. But we'll see. I think that Dallas was good. Dallas swept them. Shout out to Chris Swenderman. I know you're happy about that on your birthday even.
How about that?
But it was kind of rough and hectic too, but but they're done. I don't know what they're gonna do next year, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see.
Did you see the lineup of quarterbacks that the Giants had? Like, who are these birds sitting on the sideline? It was like three of them. I'm looking at them like, what's wrong with the Giants?
And unfortunately, this might have to be the way that we have to go forward because it's not just injuries, guys getting this COVID thing affected about 5 different games. Well, now we got a doubleheader tomorrow, another doubleheader on Tuesday. Not even a doubleheader because both games are on at 7:00. So really, we're going to have a split the nation. East Coast watches the East Coast teams, Washington and Philadelphia. And the West Coast watches the West Coast with Seattle and the Rams. You play on Tuesday, then you got another game on Sunday. So somebody's going to get hurt.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Well, my thing matter of fact, you got a game on Saturday because they even putting a couple of games on for Christmas. So it's going to be interesting how they figure this out. But it's not fair. The Rams can play on Tuesday, and then you go ahead and going to play on Sunday again. Somebody's going to get hurt.
My thing was, I didn't see near black quarterback on the sideline of the Giants.
Oh no, you won't. I mean,
never.
No, you won't. I mean, I think Geno Smith a couple of years ago, but other than that, there's never been a black quarterback on the Giants. I don't recall.
How about that?
But it is. I mean, the Giants are there. We got to move on and talk about playoff teams.
Right.
So the Niners look pretty good. They got their offense together against the Falcons. They shut down Cordarrelle Patterson for real. So their defense is starting to get together, and the offense is gelling. They hit 31 without their running back, Elijah Mitchell. So that's pretty good. That shows you all signs that you headed in the right direction.
Right.
So, somebody, in the role under the radar. So Arizona's slipping and the Niners coming up right underneath, and then the Rams caught in between them. So you might see all 3 of them in the playoffs right now.
Right. Well, listen, Green Bay squeezed that one out.
Yeah, and that's good, right? Because you want a resume. You want this kind of resume going into the playoffs. I can play any kind of game. I could blow you out. I could come from behind. I could get the nail biter. I could get the last minute second victory with you having the ball, and I could get the last second victory with me having the ball. You want to put all that on your resume because when you come to the playoffs, you don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. Anything can go. So good for the Packers really winning this one and pulling it out. Ravens lost, so I think if it's Steelers or the Browns win the other day, then the Browns slide up all the way up to the AFC number one spot, so AFC North. So that's been kind of crazy. Nobody has any positioning right now. Everybody's like, trying to even win their own division first without falling all the way out of the playoffs. So the Bills bounced back. They finally got some victory after.
Yeah, they got it. They beat who they just beat these guys. It wasn't,
the Panthers. Then just
the Panthers,
Yeah, the Panthers, you might as well put a fork in them too. But if not this week, definitely next week.
Right.
But the Bills finally got it, and they face the Patriots next week, so that should be good. That should be a thing in Foxborough. That's going to be a game to battle for the AFC East because the Patriots, as indestructible as everybody tried to write them up to, Mac Jones turned into a pumpkin, right? The clock strike 12 on Mac Jones.
You just seen that, right?
Gave a defense that they couldn't be able to do, and they got him three times. Three interceptions yesterday, and then
they showed so many looks. He wasn't prepared for none of that.
Right, he was throwing straight lines, but then all of a sudden, the linebacker he totally forgot. Then another one, they baited him into throwing to the secondary guy, then covered the primary. They just had a lot of shadowing on the receivers, and they did, that threw him into a loop. So he's got to go back to do a lot of taping right now because that was really bad and embarrassing.
Because it didn't matter what you call it. Belichick was doing for him. It wasn't working for him.
No. The offense was definitely out of whack, and the Colts totally confused him. He's a rookie quarterback, and he definitely looked like a rookie quarterback after that. 7 games winning streak, that's good, but eventually something's got to give.
Something got to give, exactly.
They finally gave in, so that makes it up, and that sets us pretty much. So the Patriots lose, the Bills win. That sets us up with a nice one for next week. Bills and Patriots going at it next week, so that should be good. That should be the AFC East. It looks like.
We never
know. We never know. Then you have the letdown after a big hype game. You got the letdown game after that, and you just go downhill really after that. So
who do we have tomorrow night?
So tomorrow night we got a doubleheader. The Raiders play the Browns, and then they kept whatever was supposed to happen, which is the Vikings and the Bears. Tuesday we're gonna have again, both of them at 7:00 on Tuesday. So we'll have the Washington football team against the Eagles, and we'll have the Rams against the Seahawks. So I don't know if you want to do it. It's an extended thing. It's great for football fans. You get to watch football on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Who can ask for anything more? But I mean, it's going to hurt on the players having to play on Tuesday, then play back again on Sunday. So we'll see how that works out.
We're not even going to rock Monday night. We're going to rock Tuesday night.
So you want to rock Tuesday night? All right, 7:00. The game started at 7, so we should be on about 8:30 for all y'all.
Yeah, let's rock
around that time. That's fine. We'll do it Tuesday.
Let's do Tuesday night so we can get a whole full thing of Monday night and where we out on Tuesday.
And then set it up for Christmas weekend. That sounds good to me.
Exactly.
That sounds good to me. You're always quick on your feet, by the way. I must give you credit. I don't know whatever. Man's quick on his feet.
Listen, man, this is how we do it. Back to live action. They back in the mix. They back in the mix.
Got the ball. They should be able to try to handle this. We'll see. They're gonna make some adjustments.
He's gonna step it up. He's a second half killer. He's a second half killer.
Yeah. Step it up. Second half dream killer for sure.
Back to live action. We in the mix. You know it is. Tampa Bay, the Saints, Chop Cheese TV, my man Big J McKenzie Report. Y'all gonna see it all. We live and in direct color, baby. Football all week long. Get your popcorn better. Get your beer. Get your seats. It's going to be one of them situations for the next couple of days. Listen, we're going to be here as much as y'all need us to be here to give y'all the scoop on what these sorry-ass niggas is doing, bro. I swear, boy. I don't know, man. R.I.P. to the Giants.
Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
R.I.P. to the Giants.
Y'all be
good.
We out of here, big fella.
See you on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. See y'all on Tuesday. Make it do what it do.
We out of here.
Peace.